Hey guys, Nick from the Gear Files here. Today I was setting up a guitar and, I was thinking to myself, these strap buttons are just a little too small for my preference. The strap was just on the edge of slipping off and I don't have strap locks hanging around, so I wasn't sure what to do. So I thought about it for a second and I thought, why don't I make some do-it-yourself strap locks? So for this video, you will need, of course, your guitar with the strap buttons. So you'll want to take these off first with a screwdriver. Be careful you don't strip them, and be careful you don't strip the inside of the hole with the wood. It makes it so it's not quite as stable, won't hold as well. So you want strap buttons. You'll need a cut up or old gift card or credit card. You'll need either a Dremel or a file, and I'm using a file and a knife today. You need a pair of scissors and, of course, your strap. So first things first, you're going to take your old credit card or gift card and you're going to take a look at the size of your strap button. So you want to take a look at the top, the bigger part of the strap button, and see how big it is compared to your piece of gift card. So as you can see, I already took a chunk out because I already made some for my other guitar. So you want to line it up, you want to put it on there and see, leave a little bit on each side. Probably around an inch squared is okay. It should work fine. That's, I think, what I did for the other ones, about an inch. So again, you just grab the card and you'll want to cut out two of those, so one for each strap button. So now we have two squares. And what you're going to want to do is probably round them over. So I just round the edges a bit. You don't have to do this step, but it makes it a little nicer and makes it so that they're not poking you when you're playing or anything like that. So you just take your scissors, or, you could do it with a Dremel tool if you wanted to. That takes it a little further than I feel like going, especially for this video. And you're going to want to round off the edges. So once that's done, you're going to take it and like I said, I'm using a knife for this. It's somewhat dangerous, so it's probably easier to use a drill or a Dremel tool to get a hole in the middle, but I live life stupid. So you just want to carefully twist the knife or take a drill bit and drill down the center. And you don't want a big hole. You just want a small hole to start. And then once you get through, then we'll take it to the next step. So I'm just spinning a knife around. If you are going to do it with a knife, you need a knife with a fairly sharp tip and a slow taper so that it can be used to make a hole. And you want to switch sides fairly often so it doesn't just mushroom over. So once you have a hole big enough, let's see, my file will fit perfect. Alright, so once you have a hole big enough, you want to use a file, or again, still if you're using a Dremel tool, to make it slightly bigger. And the way I do it, because the part that actually touches the body or is very close to the body is slightly bigger than the inside of the strap button, where the strap actually goes. You want to make sure that your strap lock will fit over this, but you don't want it too big so that it will slip over the big part. So the way I do it is I file so that it's a bit of an oval shape, so it's longer on one side than the other, and that way you can slip it over sort of sideways and it's still a similar, slightly bigger usually, but still a similar size to the center where the strap actually goes. And that way you have as much contact with the large portion of the strap button as possible so that it doesn't slip off. Now, these strap buttons or strap locks probably won't be the strongest in the world. You're still, if you're jumping around or trying to do guitar spins or anything like that, better to go to the store and just buy a set of strap locks. For the 15 or 20 bucks they're going to be, it's worth it. And I do have strap locks on the guitar that I gig with, but I wanted something for, at home and stuff like that. Let's see, not quite big enough. So you just want to take your time with this step. It's, you want to make sure that you don't make the hole too big, because if it's too big, your strap lock could just slip right over with enough force. So the smaller you can keep this hole, the better your strap lock is going to be, and the more sturdy and safer your guitar is going to be with this strap lock on it. So you just want to take it slow, test it. There we go. So as you see here, I have the strap lock over the strap button, and you can see there's still a bit of space for the strap there. So at this step, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your strap and figure out which side goes out so that your strap isn't all tangled and messed up. You're going to slip it over the small side, which would be the inside that's touching the guitar. Take your screw, put it through. If you have the little felt that usually comes on them, you can put that on. And then you're just going to screw that back into your guitar. So you won't be able to take the strap off, but that provides a really, really good lock and protection. That's not coming off anytime soon, no time easy. Obviously, you would change the size of this if you had a strap with a really, really big hole in it. So you'd change the strap lock to be slightly bigger so that it can't go through the hole. These are fairly tight straps. These are pretty good to begin with, but I just want a little more protection. So that shows how to do that, and obviously you'll do the same for the other side. Either way it does the same job. So that is how you make do-it-yourself strap locks. Again, be careful. I was dumb and used a knife to do it. It's very dangerous. If you're younger, get a parent or an older friend or something to do it for you. And, probably shouldn't put too much pressure on these. Again, don't do any guitar spins or anything crazy like that. They're for light use, sort of normal walking around with your guitar and you just don't want it to fall off. Or, gigs where maybe you aren't going super crazy. I know with me, I go really crazy when I play shows. So I would not trust these really live, but they'll help a bit, and if I had to play the guitar live, it's still safer than not having a strap lock at all on there. So it's something you can think about, something you can do, and again, it's totally free. You get a gift card, and instead of throwing it out, you can use it for these. Nick from the Gearphiles signing off, and keep your guitars safe.